Oh, hi. Hello. I'm glad you came. I'm here to do like a little thought experiment. I've been listening to books on like Buddhism and stuff, so this is a thought experiment. This is a cage. This is a bird. And if I spin this, it appears that the bird's in the cage. Right, but this isn't really a cage. This is an idea of a cage. This isn't really a bird. This is just your idea of a bird or your interpretation of a bird. Just like this is your interpretation of a cage. Whatever you use a cage for. Like however you think about when you hear the word cage or when you see it. You know, it keeps stuff inside. It's probably made of metal. It's heavy. You can hit it. And birds are light and feathery and fly around and sometimes chirp a lot and are fucking annoying. Representations of things. So this is inside your head. This is your mind. And the spinning represents your thinking. This is thinking. The spinning is the thinking. And you think the bird's in the cage, and then you think, well, the bird should be set free. And you feel good about this thought. It's a good thought because birds shouldn't be locked in cages. And you really want to set this bird free. But the spinning represents the thinking. So even though it's a good thought, if you keep thinking about it, the bird's still in the cage. You can't stop it. So the spinning is the thinking, and you work at it, and it drives you crazy, and you just want to set the bird free. But if you don't stop thinking about it, it's never going to happen. So once your mind gets bored of this, and you move on, and you stop thinking, then the bird is set free. But this isn't really a bird, just a representation of a bird. And this isn't really a cage, just a representation of the cage. So stop overthinking stuff. But if you work at this for long enough, you realize that this first part in itself is a delusion. Because the way that I represent this is that I'm controlling the thought process. Because the spinning is the thinking, and I'm physically spinning this thing, making it appear that I'm in control of my own thoughts. But I'm not in control of my own thoughts. They do whatever the fuck they want. So if you work at this for a while, then you realize that your thoughts are just like your breath or your heartbeat. You can be aware of these things and you can identify as these things. But as soon as you stop, they go on. They continue on. Like you can breathe and stuff, but as soon as you stop focusing on breathing, you continue to breathe. You don't stop. If you stop, you die. You can focus on your heartbeat, but it doesn't stop, because if it stops, you die. Just like your thoughts. You can't control your thoughts, because if they stop, you die. So in this aspect, you become the watcher. You can step back, and you can see that you're thinking, and you can see your heartbeat, and you can, observe your breath. And you just become the watcher. You just let these things go on and do their own thing. And sometimes you can focus on them. So if you work at that for long enough, then you realize that in itself, again, is another delusion. And it's really just a thought within a thought. It's like a thoughtception. It's just a thought of you watching your thoughts and watching your breath. So in the end, if you keep working at it, you just gotta be. You just gotta be. Just exist. It's all that's required of you. So, you go do what feels right. I'm gonna go overthink some more shit.